Alright, so we're going to be doing assessments. We have our assessor here, Victor Ochoa. He is also a Dominguez Hill student majoring in business. But what's important is that he's in the National Guard. He's a military person. So we're going to be seeing if he's actually been capable, his body is ready, for the military. So we're going to be doing two assessments. We're going to be doing the Thomas test and the athlete scratch test. So for the Thomas test, it's pretty simple. We're going to be laying on a bench. Our goal here is to test how tight his hips are and how tight his quads are. So to do this, we're going to lay down, have your knee by the edge of the bench, lay down, and then have the other knee close to your body. Or we're going to be assessing for his hips, if his hips are elevated or his knee is going forward, and that indicates any tightness. So we're going to have Victor do that right now. So Victor, please lay down. Two on the knee, elevate it. Let's test the hips. Go around here. Pretty flat down, a lot of contact. There's a little bit of an elevation here on his knee. Maybe we can assume a little bit of tightness on his quads, but it's pretty good. Alright, you can stand up. So A-okay on that. Next up is going to be doing the athlete scratch test. We're going to be testing any internal and external rotation on the shoulders. So to do this, it's pretty simple. We're going to be doing on both sides. Have your left shoulder internal rotation, have your right shoulder external rotation, and have them internal. You can touch it and that's good. For the other one, unfortunately for me, I can barely reach it, which means I have a tight external and a tight internal on my right and left shoulder. So for Victor, we can try to start with one side. Either side in your favor. Okay, he could barely reach it, that's good. His right shoulder can external rotate and his left shoulder can internally rotate. So switch it around. Switch it. And that's great. You can barely reach it, but that's good. His left shoulder can also externally rotate and his right can also internally rotate. Oh, a little bit of separation. Alright, you can stop. So he's almost there, but that's still good. Alright, so now we're going to be doing a little bit of stretching. These are pretty easy to do. All we gotta do is just sit down. We'll be working on our hamstrings, so the seat on laying down. So lay down and just simply just try to reach your toes. Keep this for 5 seconds. And now basically stretch your hamstrings. So eventually you can sit down and do it. Touch your toes. Keep your back straight. All that for 5 seconds. You see a little bit of shakiness, so we know that hamstring is being worked on. Alright, you can stand up. Another one, pretty easy to do, is cross shoulder. So grab one of your shoulders, move it medially, grab the other one, and just push it towards you. You should feel a stretch on your posterior deltoid. So hold that for 5 seconds. And then we switch to the other one. You should feel a really tight stretch here on your posterior deltoid on this side. Hold it in, keep it close to your body. And that'll be it. Alright, so Victor, you can do it. Straight. Right. You should feel a bit of tightness on that deltoid over here. Hold it for a second. And then switch. Alright, that's great. What's up? Alright, so next one we're going to be doing is leg swings. We're going to work on that hip. So his hip is okay, but his quads are a little bit tight. You see a lot of soccer players, all you got to do is just grab your right leg or left and swing it back and forth. Back as you can. Better to hold on to something, but I can't. So back and forth to stretch those quads, hamstrings, and those hips importantly. Go back and forth. And then later can demonstrate. Something. Alright, that's good enough. Next one is arm circles. We're going to be working on those shoulders. Like I said, Victor, he could barely do the external and internal rotation, so all you just do is stretching your arms and go back and forth. Forward and backwards. This is a great way to get those shoulders moving, get those rotations moving, get that ROM increasing. So you can demonstrate. Backwards and forwards. And finally, we do one more testing of a mobility stretch. We're using a band here, an elastic band, to do this PVC rotation. So grab the end of the band, stretch it out, goes all the way back, forward, all the way back. So so Victor can demonstrate. This will be a great way to get his shoulders moving forward, all the way back. Keep his arms straight, and all the way forward. Back and forward. And that'll be it. So if Victor can do these workouts, work on those quads and work on those hips and shoulders, he'll be likely to be able to pass the assessment that we just did. And that'll be it.